Welcome to the Egyptian campaign for Et Impera 1.2.6. In the last part, the focus was still very much on the east here, where we were tidying up this border with Parthia. We managed to take another region from them, and that's going to be the strategy going forward while I deal with a few issues in the west. That is just to keep hitting them diplomatically on the hope that they will give us more and more regions which will allow us to expand the empire without actually going into conflict with them. I think Parthia now effectively controls this whole area here, because during the end turn there was a message, where was it? Action destroyed. So the Kasumi have been destroyed. Now what I want to do in this part is effectively start tidying up the Black Sea coast here, and I think it's time for Trapezos to disappear, simply because I need this to consolidate this province here, because we're still having problems with Bithynia at Pontus. And I always seem to have problems with this region. I'm not sure why, but it just seems to happen over and over again. And what I've done is I brought these armies up ready to strike at their one and only settlement. This army is still a little bit under strength though. And I think that's due to the fact that I'm having a few problems recruiting here. I mean, he can't really get in anyway, so what we're going to do is I want another Tarantine in here. And we've got elephants, but they're not really that good. A reasonable, I think probably could do with another pike unit. Actually, I think we've only got 4 pike units, which isn't really big enough for a defensive line. We've got 2 horse archers. I think what we're going to do is we're going to change this round a little bit. And what I would like is some spearmen to actually provide a defense on the borders. Got some thorax spearmen here. They actually look pretty good actually. I think what we're going to do is get a couple of spearmen. I mean, they don't have a lot of offensive capability, but we've got a lot of melee infantry. And what we're going to do is use these as to defend the flanks of the 4 pike units. And we got this army here which can sweep in. I think we'll just bring him forward. And of course we're going to have a dual army attack on them. We're just going to go in with superior force. We got these guys hanging around as well. I'm not sure where they're going. Of course we've got the Getae up here, which we're going to have to deal with. It looks almost like the Cartuli have been reduced to a single region. Where is it? Here. Yeah, it looks like they're... Oh no, they might have 2 regions here. So we may need to... I mean, this is this other region here. I mean, how powerful are the Getae? We may have to go through the Getae first. I mean, the Getae aren't overly powerful. They're quite fragmented, so getting their armies in here is going to be a bit difficult. I think what they've been doing is using navies to come over and take this. I suppose I better talk a little bit about strategy, because somebody did ask me whether we will be fighting the Romans in this campaign, and the answer is, of course, we will be. So what is going to be the long-term strategy? Well, in the east here, I'm going to be quite happy just to slowly push Parthia back using diplomacy, unless they really do want to go to war with us. I mean, maybe if we get to, say, about this point here, then we will push up there. The problem is that this area of the map, once you get up to, well, I can't remember, it's roughly about here, everything above that is pretty barren. In this area here, I want to get back to, there's a mountain range about here. And that's where I want to stop in this area, unless these guys start to give me a lot of trouble, and then we'll push through. Again, the problem is that this area here, the regions are really big, and getting to the actual settlements to capture them is a bit difficult. But there is an option if considering there's a whole load of small factions here, is to push in round the top here. But once we've consolidated this area, then our attention is going to very much shift towards pushing west through here. So the strategy is going to be to push west through here, get a foothold in the Greek peninsula here, and then what we will be doing is heading towards Rome. I mean, Rome is a bit close to us down there as well, but my traditional way of attack is here, get to Epirus, and then we'll push into Italy that way, because that is the quickest way to Rome. And then once we've got to Rome, then that will be it for the series. Once I've taken Italia and I've got Rome, then effectively I've got control of the map. Anyway, that's a little way in the distance, so we're going to have to deal with that. And diplomatically, can we Let's go characters. We got this character here. Send you off to Parthia again. We're going to keep whacking them. I mean, they're getting a bit upset with us because of our expansionism, but we're just going to keep them on the side. And of course, the other thing that's also happened in this end turn, was it? Somebody died, natural causes. Patrocles. He was a member of the Macedonian nobility. How old is he? He's 62. Maybe Patrocles wasn't the faction leader. Let's have a look at the politics. 14, it's dropped, yeah. But he's a patriot. So he's -5 loyalty for every enemy army in this. Yeah, so we're going to have to try and fill this in. But whoops, I didn't mean to do that. There is a way that you can solve this problem right away. Is effectively to marry her. This is one of the reasons why you always want to keep your other family members married all the time. And the way to do it is you get a free replacement simply by marrying the wife of the guy who actually died. So we got this him. We're probably going to need to get him into the battlefield. So what is he? He's actually coming quite well equipped. I think we're cunning. Well, we're certainly going to give him that. We're going to try and get him into the front line as quickly as possible. We don't want him in charge of a fleet. Authority, wealth, province. 2 authority when leading an army. Growth, local province. Don't want that. Don't want that. I don't want him in charge of anything. That's a jet admiral. Wealth, I don't really need the money, don't need that. I think we'll just give him the authority when leading an army. Money, war spirit, yeah, we'll give him that as well. And who's the general here? Right, I think what we'll do is we'll come in here, place him, and we're going to bring you in as. Oh, that's Ptolemy. Where is it? Where did he go? I think he's Macedonian nobility. We're going to hire him in, and what we're going to do is let him have. Then he can get a bit of experience with these early battles, and what that will do is push the loyalty up of the family. Because, I mean, this is going to be the main army with this. We've actually got 2 generals here from the other families, but that's okay. It's not a problem. And I think that's militarily wise. That's all we can do. Just want to check this army down here. He's kind of been stood out here, not doing very much. I think you can go for the upgrade. This army probably needs to be strengthened. And I've got my navies that took a little bit of bashing. These need to be. Oh no, you're up to strength. Maybe it's this one over here that still needs to be built up. You're up to strength. Then I've got my 3rd navy up here. So we got the Getae hanging around. You're an army. Oh no, it's the Confederation. So we're looking good. And what we can do now is just have a quick look through our settlements. If I tax this guy, he's going to be. He's just about on the edge at the moment. I think we're just going to let him carry on improving for a little while. We can build that up. What we got here? Well, the research rate is done. This gives me an extra 1% reduction in construction costs. I think we'll leave that just for the moment. What we got here? That would go to 300. That's probably the path I want to go. Is the sculptor. So we'll put him in there. Let's see what. Again, you've got a, I mean, you've still got negative. This area is still being built up. Then what we'll do is just flip the other way. Oops. Looks like Yathuda has taken over from Egypt as the biggest earner. Still not earning that much. It's only 14,000 a turn. We've got Jerusalem here, which would it's going to give me for public order. We've got loads of public order here, and we've got the food. So I think maybe we will take up Jerusalem. That would give me an extra 450. Egypt, 14,000. Actually, maybe we'll go here. Cancel that. And this is our capital. That would take it nearly 800. Public order here is reasonable. I think we'll go with that. What we got here? Well, from agriculture, this will give us a little bit more food for public order, but again, I've got a real problem here at the moment with public order. I don't know why, but I suppose it's just simply down to I've got so much going on here in the way of food. I'm just going to have to keep this army in position here. Probably agents hanging around here as well, which probably isn't helping matters very much. I'd like to bring some of these up, but if I'm completely honest, there's no point really building level 4 settlements unless there's quite a big advantage towards doing things. So I don't really need this net area, this here now. We can convert this. I think we're going to convert that to public order, because we've now, our regions now are more than 3 away, and we now control this predominantly desert area, so we don't actually need that supply pits there anymore. We can replace that. In fact, I think we're going to hang on to the rest of them. Actually, no. Public order is way above. We got here minus upkeep. I like the idea of reducing banditry here in the civil colony. Which one is it? Ammonia. And we've got Anguilla here. The current garrison is 15. I'll take that up. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is take this up on the border just to strengthen this area here. We'll probably take up Kyrene as well. Anyway, that's the end of this turn. Let's go for an end turn. We've got some unassigned skills. Pride of the Two Lands. And what we got here? Got this makes so that plus 10% melee attack from assault ships. This increased missile range. I quite like that. We got here Big Order, and Gravitas and Zeal. We don't really want to give him that. I think what we'll do is we'll just give him an economic 1. That'll give us another -1 Empire maintenance. Let's check the Empire maintenance. Yeah, we're down to 7.6 now. I think I was just checking Alexandria as well, because it can vary slightly across the Empire. Yep. So we're down to 7.6 Empire maintenance now. And we'll go for an end turn. Okay, we've got rampant pirates. I always go for hunted. Got a generous tribute. And we've now completed emergency siege measures. Politician returned home, Ptolemy V. Increase in rank. Let's just do the research first. I think it was this one, wasn't it? So we've now got the ability to build a master armorer. I don't really want to go any further down this path yet. And what I'd like to do is start opening up some of this stuff here. I mean, we completed this chain. What we got here? Gymnasium, -1, provincial capital. This is 8 turns. I think what we want to do is power through these now. Let's see, what would give me? That would give me cattle ranches. Yeah, I think we can just put in a couple of these. Construction report. We've now finished the Silk Road up here. Yeah, let me just see. I don't think this is switched on yet. No, I think that can wait. And we got here. We got this little army from Trapezos. They're no threat whatsoever. And I'm not seeing any armies around here. The navy. How big is the garrison here? Full garrison with navy of 12. So we're going to go in with 2 armies. And let me just see. Diplomatically, who is Trapezos at war with? Parthia and Saba. See if we can keep Parthia happy with us. We're going to have to join their war against Trapezos. Oh, they've rejected. Okay. Saba. Saba are actually defensive allies. So.
Most excellent friend. Be at home and speak as you would before your.
Okay, they both rejected. So what we're going to have to do is just declare war. And we can't because they've got a trade agreement. Appreciate diplomacy. Cancel that.
Lack of your goods. Whoa.
We're going to have to wait 1 turn because I don't want to take the diplomatic hit. So these guys are just going to have to wait 1 turn while we actually do that. Oh well, that's the way it goes sometimes. This is still falling down. I can't really turn this off because if I turn this off, we are fooding. This is our breadbasket. I'm just thinking. That's public order. Yeah. I'm just wondering whether if I knock this down and put in a gymnasium or something, that would make a difference. I mean, we'll lose the income from here. This is 9 food. How much food does this actually make? This gives me 37 food. If I turn this off, we come to -2 food. I think maybe I have overdone the food here. So what we're going to do is we're going to knock you down. It's going to cost me 9 food, but I'm quite happy that I can replace that elsewhere. We've got +50 food at the moment. And then what we'll do is we'll put a gymnasium or something to get the public order up. I think the long-term solution will be better. Marder, where are you? Raga here. Again, we don't really need this storage room here now, simply because we don't need the supply systems here. If I go there, that's going to be public order here is reasonable. So I think if we convert that to irrigation ditches, that will improve the situation. Now I've got to find where is the weaponsmith. So the armorer should be up here. Yeah, there it is. And that's going to cost me 14,000. We're getting that underway. Palmyra. Right, let's just have a look. Let's see if I can really start to deal with public order issues here. These guys, well, 1 more turn and this will be. These guys will be happy. And of course, as the culture changes, we're rising by 2.4 at the moment. What we got here? I think we go fishy wise. Wealth from farming, that will give us food. It'll give us income and growth. I don't really need growth. Well, growth could be useful. So it'll give us 800. So it'll give us 260 plus 4 food. I think we'll go fishmonger here. And then we can always convert that. I mean, we do have a food situation here, but What I could do when this opens up is put a food in here. You just need to get this area pretty stable. This guy can just sit here and recover for a little while. Actually, I think we've got an army there, and an army there, and an army up here. I think what we'll do is we'll just move this army back this way. And get him. What have we got here? And we've got public order parser here. The public order here is pretty good. Let me just see. We've got 19,000. Don't want to make the public order any worse here for the moment. Egypt is really strong, public order wise. They give me an extra 2 food at the expense of squalor. Squalor's not a problem. It's, that give me 80% wealth from farming. And we got plus 12 public order here. I think we will take this up. Then what we could do is take this up to compensate. And I think I'm just going to hang on to the rest of the money again. And actually, I've just had a thought. Got Syria here. When we had that general who went home, I can raise another army here. This good old Ptolemy V. Raise an army here. And get, because we won't be able to get any heavy archers here. And no, can't get any more heavy archers. We got here mountain dogs, Anatolian mountain dogs. I must admit, I like dog units, but they're pretty useless and generally in a battle. They're pretty good against barbarians, but they're not very good against what you could call professional troops. Got Cretan archers here. Just bring in those archers first. And the reason I've raised this army is to be a reserve army here to resupply troops. So this would be like a reserve recruitment army here operating in this area. And we're just going to go run up an turn. More skills. Okay. Our navy over here is not that big actually. I thought he was bigger. And we're going to go, I think we go economic. Keep pushing the jolly old empire maintenance. Actually, did I send someone to the... There's my daughters. You're not old enough yet. These guys probably going to need to get married. And I was going to send you to Parthia again. That completes you. And away we go. Now we're doing civil development, aren't we? Okay, we've now got another settlement from Parthia. Thank you. Child is born. I think we got the settlement that I really would wanted, which is this one here. What we're going to do is move this army up, move this army in this direction. Because what that does now is that completes this province. 395. Who's got the best garrison? So you're a trade hub copper. That gives me a garrison of 8. That gives me a garrison of 12 with a -4 heavy recruitment costs, siege holdout, manufacturing industry. That gives me growth. That gives me +3 growth. Gives me 100 copper, 60 copper, but more garrison. Kind of which ones which. That gives me more research rate. But I think I'd rather have, well, the garrison here will be 12, and this garrison will be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's only one in it. And that actually gives me more public order and consumes. I think we're actually, no, sorry. It suddenly occurred to me, if I go with, yeah, we'll go with the more money and the higher research rate. What we'll do is make you into a barracks, and we're going to keep him to support our movement further north. And we've now got this area here. I think we'll push up the public order in Pura. We've now moved this border up into this area here. This is exactly what I was after. And I think that's not that much. And we'll just push everything up in this area like that. And BAM has got a potential problem. So what we're going to have to do is bring this army. We're just going to keep this army on the border here while this area stabilizes. So we're going to have to keep an army here. It's a bit unfortunate. Anything else? What we got here is newly captured construction report. Okay, we'll come back to that. You're converting that. How's the public order here? I knocked this down, so we need to put that back in so we can start working on improving our public order here. Because of course we've taken this food crops down, so that's now going to possibly keep that positive. And we're now ready to destroy Trapezos. I'm going to have one more go with the diplomacy. See if Saba is going to be happy with us joining their war against Trapezos.
I, in my lord's name.
Oh. Okay, we're going to have to do it the awkward way, which means we're going to lose a little bit of standing, but I need to push this forward.
I give you greeting and
declare
my
war.
attention for the next
We're not going to call our allies in,
Make your case, but without...
and we're now down to trustworthy.
Very well, we have war.
Yes, we have
Start
war.
saving your money, for you will need much coin to pay the ferryman.
Of course, we're going to go in superior force. These are elephants in the wrong army. Circle.
We take this settlement.
I'm going to bring this army up in reserve. Yeah, the elephants in the wrong army. We need to swap them round. Our garrison and a small fleet. I think we'll fight this just for the fun of it. We've got to show these faction that's about to die some respect rather than just auto resolving them out. Okay, start deployment. Actually, looking at this is not a very good siege army, actually. It needs to be rebuilt and readjusted. These guys are right over here. So my instinct is to come in over here as opposed to there.
At your service.
Put the front. We've got a reasonable front line. And then we've got a little bit of infantry. I mean, this our army's coming in from that side, so I think we'll have 3 lots of infantry on this side. Just the one on this side to hold while the reinforcements are coming in. Turn the opposite way round. Put you guys on that side. The archers on that side. General in the center. Elephants, keep out of the way for the moment. Yeah, again, we've got light shock cav in this army, and you shouldn't really be here. We've got no idea where the opposition is going to land, but what we'll do is we'll put the Tarantines out on this flank, and then the Tarantines from the other army, or cavalry from the other army, can come up on this side. Let's put these pikemen. Actually, we're going to let them come towards us while we get up. Yeah, thank you. Right, just let the armies come in. And here comes the cavalry that I want. And for the first time, we're actually going to be able to use our horse archers. And the Tarantines. Okay, cav up on this side. Slingers in on this side as well. Heavy spear unit. Where can I put you? I think you can come onto this side. Elephants this way. It looks very much like their navy is going to come in on this side, so I'll bring the horse archers over here. I'll just have the one Tarantine providing flank support from there. In fact, what we'll do is we'll put the general and the light shock cav on that flank. We've got a nice crop here, artillery. Got 2 units boxed together here. Oh, look at that.
What are your orders? And speed. Pikemen!
Right, we got pikemen. I want you to come start moving that way. You can start moving this way.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
You guys drop your equipment, leave the battlefield. You drop your equipment, leave the battlefield. Okay, I think what we'll do is bring these guys up onto this side. Do is bring these up onto this flank. More elephants come this way. Let's bring the archers up. Armored horse archers. What we're going to do is get in amongst these missile troops. Just kind of disturb them so that they can't actually operate. Could probably do with some more infantry on this side. Actually, slingers that way. Actually, Tarantines over here. Elephants. I think we keep them moving. Yeah. You guys start to shift that way. You're getting a little bit too far ahead of yourself. Yeah. See, let's bring. I think we're going to concentrate all our cav onto this side.
The battle is turning in our favor.
That's the horse archers go. Right, we've got the elephants into there.
We are at your command. Missiles at your command. Slingers.
Slingers.
Orders, my lord. Ready and waiting.
You guys there. You come up to fill the gap. Slingers that way. Oops.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Yep. These guys.
Missile cavalry at your command.
Armored horse archers pull away.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
War elephants. Pikemen. You guys come into here. Heavy archers, switch the focus onto those. Slingers, switch the focus onto those. Heavy archers. Slingers. Really start to put the fire into these. You go after the Admiral. War elephants into the backs of these. And this is very much a cavalry unit. And of course, gotcha. Okay, how are we doing?
The enemy general is dead.
You guys start to advance. You really concentrate your fire. Missile cav up here. Right, we've won this side. Right, cav up round the back. You guys advance on these. I think you guys have done enough damage. You pull away. Haven't really got all our forces committed yet, but
One of our units has used all
okay,
its
and wait.
ammunition.
Quarantines in. What we got over here? My horse archers. Okay. You. I think we've got these guys completely.
The men are wavering.
Who's wavering? Oh, these guys. Oh, they're only furious spears anyway. They need to be replaced, so. I mean, many ways they're completely outclassed now, so. In they go. Here's the elephants. Oh, you're out right back over there. What are you doing over there?
units has used all its ammunition.
You guys can die. Guys crush in. There's my other general. In. These guys have gone.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Slingers, what are you doing involved in this battle? Legions. Okay, we got a little bit of
Has used all its
a
ammunition.
mob here, but and that should be it. There we are, end battle. We lost 339, probably most of them out of this sword unit here, which was in some ways very much outclassed now, so that's to be expected. And down they go. And of course we're going to occupy.
Ready for battle.
Now the next thing I want to do is,
My lord.
I'm thinking about this. We certainly want the elephants out of this army and the light shot cav. You can go because you're a waste of time. We've got 2 Tarantines in here. What I'd like to do, and I think we're going to bring him back. We're going to give, what's that? We'll give him a legionnaire. It's going to take too much out of this army, so maybe we'll have to leave that guy in there as well. What that does is increase the infantry in this army, and so it's more of a siege army than a. Yeah. Can we move you back out?
We fight for you, my lord.
And
Make
you
haste,
can't.
men.
Get rid of you. Don't really need you. We could hire in some Galatian sword cell swords again. 11, 14. We recruit anything here. What we got here? Fijian Axeman, 12, 12. Oh, these Axemen, they don't have. Oh, they are 27 armor. It's not too bad actually. But he's 13, 16. Maybe we give the Fijian armor Axeman a go. No, I think we're bringing one of those.
Cause requires noble men.
Of course, it means we've inherited this straight away. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to get, what's the garrison here? 18. I'm going to drop the barracks from here now. And we'll keep the barracks here, which will give us a stronger defense here. And then what we can do is take this up, which will give gives a garrison of 15. Just thought if I keep this, I mean this gives me a garrison of 18, but it's native militia. Yeah, I think we'll get rid of you and we'll take you up, which is, I mean it's going to have an effect on the public order, but we've got this now adding a bit to. So once we've got rid of the, what do they call it, the conquest turn, once this drops, this will make things better, and we've got this garrison barracks here. Yeah, I think that will work. Question is Pontus worth a crack? Let me just see who's Pontus at war with. They're at war with Parthia. I mean, can I double whammy these guys?
I live to serve Pharaoh.
I'll bring you up to here.
The gods guide my footsteps.
And you actually need another unit.
Ready for further orders.
So, I mean, another cavalry unit would be quite nice in this army. We've got Cappadocian Lancers, 12-9. These are 13-11. These are Ptolemaic Spear Cav. Sarissa Lancers, don't like Sarissas. Late Royal Squadron. Missile damage 22, range 85. 15-14. Wow. Actually quite like this late Royal Squadron. Yeah, I think we'll put one of those in there. He'll work very well with the General to complement the Tarantines. Yep. Yeah, I think Pontus will be the next objective in which we will focus on in the video, just in order to complete this area here. We've got public order issues here. Can I raise another army? I know I shouldn't be talking about this. No, 14 out of 14 armies. Great. Oh, I raised this army, didn't I?
At your command.
I'll bring you down to here. I forgot I was building this up as a reserve army. We're going to bring you down here.
More orders.
And what we're going to do is you're 15, you're at melee attack, melee defense. What we're going to do is get
Great and glorious thing to fight
another
for
one
our
of these
cause.
in here. The idea of this army is going to just support Nicodemia should anyone take advantage of my preoccupation up here. So that's good. Let's see, where are the defending Pontus, not Trapezos armies now? Where are you? You're over there. Is up here. I mean, these guys are technically toast anyway, so
Ready for battle.
what we'll do is just bring you down to here
Move, my lord.
and put you into patrol,
Further orders.
and then we'll get rid of this trash. Right. Build that up. Yes, another barracks in there. What else have we got from construction perspective? That's the quartermaster's report. Oh yeah, well, that was that army I was raising, wasn't it? Where's the? So, just construction reports. I think we've done the Pura. We've got that done. I'm sure we did everything we need. We've done everything in Pura there. And I suppose we'll just have a quick look through the Empire. Marder is still... Marder's got a bit of a problem, but I think we can fix that. Where are you going? I think we'll get you up over here. Looks like the war is still going on up here. We actually got a new... Looks like the Getae settlement has just been liberated. And they're actually military allies with the Cartuli. That's not a problem. We can deal with them. Let me just see. You're rising. Bithynia Pontus. Yeah. These guys are still rebels. We need to deal with those. Abatia. I think what we will do is convert that properly to food now. And, I mean, we can't go any higher, can we? There's nothing higher than that anyway. Just so that make it tidy. Actually, sorry. That give me +6 public order and an extra bit of food, a bit more Actually, we'll do that first, and then we'll do that. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, I think we will push against Pontus just to get Bithynia Pontus completed, and then we will turn our attention to up here and flush out all the opposition in this area, no matter who they are. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.